Hey there, this camera was sent to me by a client so that I can make a cool video with it. I'm super excited to use it, however, I don't really know how to use it, so I'm learning and trying to figure it out. The basic principle is this: there are two lenses, one lens on the front and on the back, giving it this full 360 degrees of perspective. It can remain completely stationary, and then in post I can move the perspective around wherever I want it. Super cool, right? Additionally, I'm able to pull up a live feed of the camera on my phone and then manipulate the perspective here, and that's fun. So I'm going to take this camera to the park and see what kind of shots I can get with it. Not knowing how to do something is no reason not to try. This morning, I didn't know how to use this camera, and now I do. Every skill I've attained so far started as something I didn't understand. More than likely, something I was intimidated by. There was a day when I couldn't bear to look at Adobe Premiere. There was just too much information: effect controls, media browsers, sequence settings, color controls. It's a lot to take in at first. But as I patiently continued to learn the program, it began to make more sense to me. Now, I certainly don't claim to know everything there is to know about Premiere, but I typically know how to use it to do what I want with it. Additionally, when I run across something I don't know how to do, I can usually learn it much faster now than I used to be able to. I've learned a lot of new skills over these last few months. I've learned about lighting, color correction, and audio balancing. I've learned how to use the camera stabilizer. I've learned ways to step up my editing with things like slow motion, hyperlapses, speed ramping, transitions, and sound design. Most recently, I've finally taken the plunge into After Effects. It feels as complicated to me now as Premiere did a couple years ago, but it's a valuable tool for me to learn to use. So far, I know how to make basic text animations and fancy zigzag lines. The goal isn't to become an expert that knows how to do everything, because there's always something new to learn. The goal is to always be learning. Let's try something new this week. If you feel so inclined, post in the comments a skill you've recently learned or are in the process of learning. I'd like to hear your stories. When you're trying to learn a brand new skill, but you don't know what to do, just think back to the challenges you've already been through. You can tie your shoes, you can ride a bike, you can take a look inside a book and read black and white. That every little thing is gonna be alright, as long as you put up a fight. So just keep on learning.